Do law enforcement bots reduce freedom of expression online? And if that's true, how could we even tell? I'm Nathan Matias, an assistant professor at Cornell University who leads the Citizens and Technology Lab.
Hi there, I'm John Penny.
I'm Mary Ember Moo.
Hi, I'm Max Klein.
And I'm Lucas Wright, a PhD student at Cornell. In this paper, we frame copyright removals within a broader framework of automated law enforcement. Adapting Hartzog and colleagues, we define it as any system of legal action in which a computer is responsible for unsupervised decision-making. Traffic cameras are a classic example. They detect speeding cars, extract a license plate number from an image, and issue tickets. Previous literature on automated law enforcement has made the case that it is fundamentally different from traditional law enforcement. It both scales law enforcement and enables private entities to engage in it. Many of those traffic cameras are operated by private companies. A pioneering application of automated law enforcement is the enforcement of copyright laws online. Across the web, bots created by private companies scan websites for copyrighted material and notify administrators to take it down. The Digital Millennium Copyright Act, or the DMCA, provides online service providers with safe harbor from copyright liability if they do this. Civil liberties advocates have been arguing for years that strict copyright laws are a threat to freedom of expression. But what about the law's effect on speech that doesn't violate copyright? In 1978, legal scholar Frederick Schauer observed that chilling effects occur when uncertainty in the legal system creates risks and stimuli that deter people from behaviors that are protected as fundamental rights. In the case of DMCA enforcement, does receiving a takedown notice reduce an individual's willingness to engage in protected speech online? Our hypothesis is that a user's average number of tweets per day will decrease after receiving a DMCA takedown notice from Twitter.
What does it mean to receive a DMCA takedown notice? When people post to Twitter, a whole microeconomy of third-party enforcement bots scan those tweets to identify content they think infringes copyright. Those companies sometimes send tens of thousands of automated notices to Twitter in a single day. When Twitter agrees with those bots, they unpublish the post and send a letter to the original poster. At that point, the poster can either do nothing or dispute the accusation, something that could result in tens of thousands of dollars in damages if they lose. Even though large proportions of takedowns are completely legal content, few people challenge them. Might receiving one of these copyright takedowns justly or unjustly influence how much someone posts on Twitter after the experience? To answer this, we designed an event study, or panel interrupted time series. As our software observed accounts that received DMCA takedowns, we recorded information about their behavior before and after the takedown. We then conducted a multi-level panel model to estimate the difference in how many tweets they sent per day before and after experiencing enforcement. In this initial 2019 study among nearly 10,000 US English Twitter accounts, we found that after receiving a DMCA takedown notice, accounts reduced the number of tweets they shared per day by 3%. They also reduced the rate of tweets over time, going from an increase to a decrease of 1.3% a day on average. If applied equally across the group, it would amount to a decline of roughly 3,700 tweets in just one day. While these findings are not causal, they are consistent with the chilling effect hypothesis.
To wrap up, we'd like to raise a few questions about how to interpret these findings. First, we present an average across all users in the sample. But what if some people react to notices differently? Second, if automated law enforcement does have a side effect on freedom of expression, how would society determine when a side effect is unacceptable? And finally, where else might we see similar side effects?
Thanks, and smash the subscribe button to get more content like this.